Hello, and welcome to the Weakest Link. Let's meet the 9 contestants who will play an HK World Newsline.
I'm Lucy, a mathematician from Cardiff.
Hello, I'm Dave Ferguson.
And I'm Ruth, a regional administrator from London.
I'm Nick, a bus driver from North Wales.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel.
I'm Freddie, a shop assistant from Surrey.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel.
I'm Rob, a legal assistant from Cardiff.
Hey, I'm Lauren.
Good luck. Let's play an HK World Newsline Weakest Link. Hello, I'm Ricky Martin. Now listen carefully for the 9 of you. Boris Johnson will share his finalised roadmap with ministers later, before unveiling it to MPs and then leading a news conference at 19 o'clock GMT. Up to 6 people or 2 households will be allowed to meet outdoors from the 29th of March, the vaccines minister said. Rules will be lifted in stages and 4 conditions must be met at each stage. Now, does any questions on the 9 of you?
Silly red rum.
Well, I don't know why. We voted for Lauren for skipping class for April the 19th.
I'm really shocked about...
That's enough. We're about to end the show anyways. Oh, and by the way, we voted you off the Weakest Link because you sang Hot 2K songs in class.
That's it. I'm going to sing another song.
That does it. We're ending the show. And that's all we have got time here. Finding Her is coming up next on NHK World. Goodbye. Hello, I'm Sonic. And we're down to 8 of you. Do you remember me from my video games? Now, singer Amy Winehouse has been found dead at her London home. A Metropolitan Police spokesman confirmed that a 27-year-old woman had died in Camden and that the cause of death was as yet unexplained. Winehouse had won widespread acclaim with her 2003 debut album, Framp, but it was 2006's Back to Black which brought her worldwide stardom, winning 5 Grammy Awards. Now, any questions about it before voting off?
That's what I was thinking.
Well, that's good to know. Any more?
I am lucky to have a support system around me who doesn't really put any expectations on me.
That does it wrap. We're ending the show right now. And that's all we have got time on NHK World Newsline. The Steinweiler 2003 award ceremony is next on NHK World. But for now, goodbye.
I'm Paul He-Man. We're now down to the 7th year. Lightston has a slower, heavier version of Lion Plays. Jinder Mahal and the Sin brothers slowly make their way to the ring accompanied by Paul He-Man. Paul grabs a microphone as the 3 competitors stand in the middle of the ring with their arms at their sides. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul He-Man, and I am privileged to serve as the advocate for the modern-day Maharaja, Jinder Mahal. And tonight, my client Jinder Mahal is here, not to brighten the eyes of his children in the crowd, not here to send the fans home happy.
Shut up, Paul He-Man. Time for Catherine 2 mini lows.
Oh no you don't, Nick. If you do, then we will end this show. Now, any votes?
We voted for Nick, because he wants to do 2 mini lows with the 50 billion% loud.
And she was like, oh my gosh, Kath, congratulations. She's like, you're pregnant. And I was like, what?
Nick, we voted you off because you tried to do 2 mini lows. We're ending the show anyways. That's it, Paul Heyman. He's asked for it.
We're gonna do 2 mini lows. Okay. Here's one mini low. My
window on my car, like the driver window, the little handle thing broke. So I can't roll down my window and feel alive. You should know for me when I'm driving, anytime it's like a beautiful day, and I'm driving down like a highway part, and not the freeway, like a highway, like a long freeway. We're going like 55 miles an hour, you know. That does it. And that's all we have got time here on NHK World News Line. Stay tuned for WW2K20. Hello, I'm Sean Paul. 6 of you. You remember me from Light Glue. Patience finally paid off for Kelly Holmes when she claimed an historic Olympic double by winning gold in the 800m and 1500m in Athens. The former Army sergeant joined the ranks of the Olympic greats by adding the 1500m crown to the 800m title she won just 6 days earlier. Now, any votes?
Actually, for about 6 months of the year, I kind of was like a little bit better. I knew when I was 15 that I struggled with depression.
I'm sorry, Freddie Brown, but we're going to have to end the show early. And that's all we have got time here on NHK World. The Cimarine podcast is coming up next on NHK World. See you there.
Hello everyone, I'm Drew McIntyre. Only Lucy, Ruth, Dave, Christina, and Catherine are left. Here we go. Pop star Michael Jackson has died in Los Angeles, aged 50. Paramedics were called to the singer's Beverly Hills home at about midday on Thursday after he stopped breathing. He was pronounced dead 2 hours later at the UCLA Medical Center. Jackson's brother, Jermaine, said he was believed to have suffered a cardiac arrest. Jackson, who had a history of health problems, had been due to stage a series of comeback concerts in the UK, beginning on July 13th. Now, any questions? How was Michael Jackson died? On a cardiac arrest, and Ruth killed her.
I think I used to watch the TV show.
Ruth, because you killed Michael Jackson, we're ending the show right now.
Oh, I had no idea then.
Shut up. By the ways, that's the headlines. Raw FM is next on NHK World. Goodbye. Hello, I'm Sonic again. Only Catherine, Lucy, Dave, and Christina are left. More than 100 people were arrested at a Kill the Build protest in central London on Saturday, the Met Police have said. The 107 arrests were for offences including breach of the peace, violent disorder, assault on police and breaches of Kevin legislation. One woman was arrested on suspicion of possession of an offensive weapon after a knife was found. The Met said the vast majority of people socially distanced and left the rally peacefully. Now, any votes?
So, sleeping so much better is making my life so much easier.
Sonic, can you end that show, please? Because Boris is now being sent to tipping point. Catherine, I'm sorry, but we have to end you that show. And that's all we got time here. You are watching NHK World Newsline. Teletubbies is coming up next on NHK World. Goodbye. Hello, I'm Ricky Martin again. Only Dave, Lucy, and Christina are left. A deadly 9/11 science mass shooting has struck on Birmingham High School. 4,000 students, 200 militarized security officers and 3,800 teachers died, and about 3,800 students, 1,200 militarized security officers and 1,600 teachers were injured. We've identified a left cordon camera armed with a deadly maximum powerful quadruple barrel maximum power minigun equipped with highly explosive and flammable heat-seeking taser bullets, highly powerful flamethrowers and heat-seeking OMEG rocket launchers. Any votes?
No, I'll play Jersey.
It wasn't like, I know it's depression. I'm going to deny that. It wasn't like that. It was just like, what?
Last week, like so many flights on the highway, I think Ricky Martin, you should end that show. Because Sonic is now being sent to Garage Nation.
Lucy Cardiff, I'm sorry, but I will have to end the show imminently. And that's all. Stay tuned for Jen Warrior with Hattie Greenwood. Goodbye. Now it's now down to Dave Ferguson and Christina G. Morelli are left. The Nender train has opened on April 1st, 2021 when Mommy Pig and Daffy Pig, Peppa Pig and George Pigger arrived at Dragon's Den in Ozone has revealed. Costas, Commons, London Baker High Street, and Waterloo Station is available on normal train. Dave Ferguson, you are tonight's strongest link. Christina, you leave with nothing.